you guys. Welcome to the channel. Welcome for those who are new to the channel. My name is fransica. Welcome. You guys, the Lord give me, I'm not gonna lie, you guys, the Lord give me so much message today. I'm trying to like minimize it. I don't know if it's because I didn't come on yesterday, but then he was speaking to me yesterday, but so I have some from yesterday. He was speaking to me, but he didn't really, I didn't, when something like he say something but it wasn't really flowing, like I didn't really get the rest of the message, so I just put it off. And then you guys, everything just come through clear. So I'm gonna give you the one that I hadn't pre-record, right? Because I record them when I get them. I was just like you guys, I was doing something, I just literally, as I'm hearing him, I just literally stop and just recording it on the on my phone, so I wouldn't have to like forget it or anything. So I just like stop, record it, stop, record it, and there was so much message. So I'm gonna try to minimize it, you guys. But this message I got in the shower, I mean, when I was taking a bath, he told me like this. He said, the steps to heaven, right? The steps that lead to heaven. And he said there is steps that lead to heaven, right? Um, steps that leads things, ways that leads to blessings and curse, because a step is just action or ways that lead to something, right? So you say, how do you know there is a step to heaven? He said Jacob's ladder. That is what he said, right? Jacob's ladder. And it was said Jacob put the stone there, and then I think it was later on a church built there, and a place called Bethel, and obviously Bethel mean church. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that is what I mean, right? So there was a steps that he dreamt that was going up, and angels was ascending and descending. So there's steps to blessings and steps to curse. There's ways to hell and ways to heaven, right? And your actions, he said, determine the outcome thereof. There are steps to blessings and steps to curse, steps to heaven and steps to hell. I'm going to explain that. What does that mean? There is ways to be blessed and there's ways to be cursed. You can take these steps, meaning actions. You can take these steps that lead. You can take the steps that lead to sickness. You can take these steps that lead to poverty. You can take the steps that lead to war and conflict and problems, or you can take these steps, meaning ways. You can take this, you can choose. When I say steps, taking it, choose. You can choose the ways that lead to peace in your life, that lead to prosperity, that lead to happiness, that lead to laughter, that lead to health, that lead to prosperity. And some of the ways that lead to prosperity or lead to health or lead to blessings, one of it is not to sin. One of the steps is not to sin. Drinking, I'm going to just use that example, leads to sickness. There's a steps that go to hell, because where heaven is, there is blessings, and not cursing, there is good things, there is health and prosperity. So one of the steps that lead to hell, that lead to health problems or wherever it's, hell is basically a place where there's hurting, there's pain, there's whatever, and there's another one that leads to happiness, laughter, healing, all these kinds of things, right? And it is all determined by what you do. Your actions, smoking, drinking, these are steps that lead to sickness. War and fighting leads to death, lead to jail, lead to all of these things, right? These are steps. Blessings, for instance, a peacemaker, it leads to peace in your life. Eating healthy, there's a step that lead to heaven. It leads to health in your body, being able to do things, to function, your life to be able to function, prosper. So there's ways that lead. When he say heaven and hell, and when he say blessing and curse, he's telling that there's ways that leads to you having a heaven-like situation in your life where everything is at peace, just like we say heaven is a peaceful place. There is that leads to peace. The Lord just don't tell me someone watching the message with friend. Someone is not your friend or something. So if you haven't, go and check it out. I don't know if he say that someone watching it, or if he wants me to tell someone, go and watch the video with that is not your friend that I produced, right? It's a video long ago, so you're gonna have to type in Yahweh's Anointed Ministry and type in that is not your friend, right? It was a really good message, right? So anyway, the Lord said there's ways that lead to it, and it's all determined by your actions. What actions you choose. Yes, this also, oh my God, have I so wonderful. He just now remind me of the dream that I got. I got a dream this morning, you guys, and he was showing me that I took a better road, right? He was showing me a road that was going down, and if I had walked down that road, at a fall off a cliff, and he was showing me another road that would have been going on and on, right? And so what he was just he and I chose that road, right? And what he was saying is that I chose there was some action, something that I was going to do and that lead me down the wrong path, right? But I choose to, and I saw that it will lead me down the wrong path. You guys, I love him so much. When he come trying to tell me the meaning of the dream like this as I'm talking to you guys, I was in the dream that I got you guys. I don't normally take on my, all everything with my dream because I know dreams have various things or whatever. But I believe, well, mostly, most of my dreams is come, I know that they come from Abba telling me about the day, telling me about trap scheme plans, what to do, where even do. He explained things to me because he said in Job that in deep sleep he speak to man, but man does not understand. He give them instructions, all these kind of things, right? So when he revealed that to me, that is so amazing that I'm sitting here speaking to you guys and he's explaining it. He showed me two parts, you guys. I was standing up and there was a road going this way and one going that diagonal, going that way. And that road was going on and on. And that road there, the road that was going down was a road. It had an ending and it was off of a cliff. Like if you go down there, you wouldn't see it. And it was off of a cliff. But where I was standing, I could see that it was off of a cliff. And it's like I was kind of tempted to go there and I could see it was off of a cliff. And I chose the other way. That means a decision that I was going to make a decision that I was going to make would have lead me to something really bad, and it's like I had the wisdom and see that that was something that lead me to something bad, and I chose a better road, right? I chose a better path. So when he's speaking about this now, he's saying there is steps, you guys, that you take. Your actions lead to you having a prosperous, blessed life. You can make the choice to be peaceful, to follow Abba's commandments and be peaceful and have a good life and eat properly and have health and take care of what you put in your body and certain kinds of sinful actions not to do it, or you can choose the other way. Yesterday too, you guys, the Lord revealed to me this thing, right? I was watching at something. I say that I love the sinner, right? Because Jesus Christ loved persons that he sit with the sinners or wherever it is, and he didn't shun them or hate them, right? Um, and he explained to me something pertaining to that, right? I was watching something. I can't remember. I think it was Sabrina the Teenage Witch or something. So I like different kinds of cartoon. Even if and people will be like, "Oh my God, you like witchcraft movie?" And there's so much thing in there. And yeah, okay, I have the wisdom that this is why I'm able to watch certain things. If you don't have the wisdom to know that, okay, certain things not to watch and how it affects you, I watch certain things so I can learn how persons do things because there's heaven and hell and there's evil, and I want to know, I want to study the enemy to know how to handle myself, right? So I was watching this and it was something that I grew up with or wherever it is. And Abba didn't pre-warn me and tell me not to watch it, right? So I was watching it, and as I was watching it, there was a part, yes, Abba, time. There was a part that I think there was a part inside of it where Sabrina the teenage witch, while I was watching it, and he said, "Oh, I say I don't hate them or whatever it is." He said, "What is wrong with them?" And I said, "Nothing is wrong with them." He said, "What makes them evil?" And I say, he told me, he said, "What makes them evil? Do you know what makes them evil?" He said, "Their actions is what makes them evil, right? What they practice, right, is what makes them evil. When you wish for something or when you do something, when you take away person's free will and you do it through selfish means or whatever it is their actions that make them evil. Not they themselves is evil, but it's when the act, you can think of something, but when you act on it is what makes you an evil person, right? It's your actions." And he say it's so that individuals, when you partake with certain things, it does not make you evil, but it how to say it causes you to be easily swayed into directions that can produce evil outcome and can make your actions evil, right? When you go and you do certain things, you're easily, it's like when you have alcohol in you, you're easily more susceptible, more open to the enemy influencing your mind to do certain things, right? When you smoke and certain kinds of drugs or whatever it is, right? Weed, whatever it is. When you do that, you're more open to it. So you say is what those things cause you to be open up to, right? They weaken you to be able to fight off things that you're supposed to be able to fight off when you're in a natural state of mind. So he says not the fact that you're evil, but it's the action. You basically take is like you take a dumb action to make the enemy more easy now to gain access to your mind, to control it, to sway your life in whatever direction, right? So he says, watch at the pathways that they tell you can choose to have a blessed life. It's all determined by your actions. The steps to heaven is determined. What steps will you take today? The steps to heaven is determined by you. Look out for more Holy Spirit filled with you guys. You need to hear what Abba spoke through me today. You need to hear all these messages that he spoke. I'm excited, you guys. Still bless the show. Bye, guys.